Carrig and Mia. It's May 18th, 2018. I am now 51. Mia, you are 8. Carrig, you are 4. You are having a play date. Tomorrow, Meghan Markle gets married. She becomes a princess, and you are going to watch it. In the morning, we are going to have a royal breakfast, and we are going to make a memory. And I wanted to share with you a memory that is now being made for me from your Uncle Will. And so, as you know, Will and I met when we were both in 7th grade when we were 12 years old. And pretty much ever since then, I have received the most beautiful, heartfelt gifts from your godfather that are so thoughtful and so loving and so just beautiful for Christmas and birthdays, and to commemorate beautiful moments in time when you were born, when you were baptized. Every moment in time your Uncle Will has been there with something just lovely. And so I want to share with you what he has given to me for my birthday this year. And this is a letter that he wrote, and it's going to take a while for me to read it, but I would like you to hear this, because this is an example of just what a cherished friend he is. My dearest friend, what does one get for a person who truly desires nothing you can give them? After a long consideration for your birthday, I offer you this, an opportunity. It may seem a little confusing, so let me explain my reasoning for this. As I have stated, you are an individual who wants for nothing, at least nothing that can be purchased in the store. So what does one give to commemorate you on your birthday? First, I examine all that I know about you. Through these many decades, I think to all I have been witness to as to how you have interacted with myself and others. From this, I know you are a person who loves to share, and your children are your world. I put these two things together to come up with this little plan, taking into account that you are without a doubt the single most busy, to the point of being almost overwhelmed person that I know, and that sometimes there are just not enough hours or minutes in the day for you. You nonetheless make it work, so unfortunately I need to add a little more to your massive agenda. So what is this opportunity I mentioned? Well, simply put, it is the opportunity to share time with your daughter in a very specific way. Now, rationally, I realize that you do this every day without fail, but I would like to orchestrate this iteration for something for you both to explore, consider, and enjoy. Inside of this package I have sent, you will find a copy of the book Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. The leather-bound special edition was signed by the author, who has sadly passed away. In this book, which I chose due to the interest which I feel will draw Mia in, you can together explore a wonderful fantasy in which you will consider the concept of immortality, and if it is as desirable as it would seem. Running through this story are themes of family unity, love, duty, and maybe just a kind of magic. The questions you can create between you and Mia are endless. The opportunities to discuss and predict will add to the enjoyment, sorry, of this beautiful story. I really feel this is time shared between you both would be something you remember for a very long time. Along with the book, I'm including a DVD with a modern take on this beautiful book, which can only be viewed once the book is finished. I agree. At that time, you can compare. I've lost my place. At that time, you can compare and contrast the book with the film adaptation, which will land you both into a spiritual conversation, rest assured. Lastly, I have included a special present just for you, an antique story bud vase. I chose this specifically for you when I found it because it was engraved with the letter S. Call it fate or kismet. Already engraved with your initial and a little cherub too. I'm sorry, he knows that I love cherubs, and I've loved cherubs my entire life. My choice was made for me. The company that produced this vase went out of business in 1913, which means that when it was the era it was created in could have been, in at least in theory, like something you would have found in Winnie's, the main character from the story. Yes, it's all about the tie-ins. I love the idea of giving an antique as a present. It reminds us that we are simply custodians of the many items that pass through our lives, and some precious things move on to spread joy to other guardians. Yes, I know, a little savvy to say the least, but a cut me a break. He says, I want some emotional points for you and all this. You know, I always work in sets. So next year, another opportunity will come to you. But we'll have Carrig in mind. He's not forgotten. All I ask is that you indulge me a little and buy this. Buy this. I mean, that maybe this will start a tradition, and Mia, one day, it will be for her children to say something along the lines of, my mom and I read this when I was a little girl. It's a pretty picture to think of, isn't it? May your birthday find you at peace with all the world around, embraced by your lovely family, and begin a blessed year to come. So sit back and have a big glass of wine. There it is. You have earned it. All my love and my deepest respect. My best friend. This is so beautiful. And I'm sharing this with you, Mia and Carrig, so you can understand the depth of our friendship.